The players are ready. As you can hear, the crowd is ready. Jalad, I'm going to come to you first. Undefeated, making history. Are you intimidated by this crowd?
Not really. It gets me excited. We worked very hard for this and we're going to continue.
Confidence, I love that. Ambi, you were on smoke yesterday. You were incredible. Can we see a performance like that again here?
Of course. We have this crowd backing us, and it's going to be a good game.
Can we get a handshake? All right, go and take your seats. Best of luck, guys. And listen, we've got a full crowd here ready to go, so I'm going to ask one more time. Who's taking this semi-final? Is it Twisted Minds? Maybe Shopify Rebellion? The crowd's ready. Salt Lake City is ready. Lynx and XR Troika, I know you're ready too. Let's get this started.
Himself in, flawless throughout the Swiss. An incredible show stage as SR, who are quickly becoming a firm favorite.
Pressing everybody for semi-final performance. Team Utility going quick. We're surprised at the lack of a Ying ban from Twisted Minds. This is something that, well, I was going to say the Rebellion play quite a bit of on Lair. But if you're just going to kill the Ying as the second kill of the round, don't really need to ban the Candelas, now do you?
Gone with it as well is the Heart Breacher. Asham, he can activate his goggles. That's not going to save you against an air jab, and Ambi wastes no time.
Look to two of the players we have left alive, Spoy and Ambi. We're going to need to get big kills to open things up. Ambi's already... Twisted Minds have a good idea of this push. There's been a player inside a bathroom pretty much the whole time, and right as the door opens, Ambi's head taken clean off by J-Lad around the corner. Dark's finally winning his duel with Spoit, and Twisted Minds.
On the Dokkaebi, unable to transition at the moment, and the Death Mark, they're really throwing everything at making sure he's rooted out.
Throwing shields at him, throwing Death Mark trackers. Every bit of utility the Rebellion can muster for this roam clear, all dedicated to clearing out one guy. And when you understand the impact Tashom has, you completely get why they might make such a decision. But it's the structure that's built around him as well. Twisted Minds know he's going to invite such attention, and so P9 and J-Lad on the roam as well. Lurin, Canadian, and Surf. And you lose a Scopos, but you get a Blitz and a Dokkaebi in turn. Spoit, similar to Ambi last round, doing a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to these kills. The last one used on the mute, but if one of these jammers is alive, they can cleanse it, and that's exactly what'll happen. Ambi off the back of the flashes, pushes straight in. Scopos camera giving some good information, but info's not really good. You just know where death's coming from, not whether or not you can avoid it. Tricked in a 1v2, Spoy and Ambi. A two-headed Hydra coming his way, and Trix now with some information and a headshot on Spoit. Ambi with the finisher.
The sky is genuinely the limit for them at the moment.
Talk about structure, Spoit moving a little bit away from the rest of the team. Thinking maybe finds a gap, top rocket, but J-Lad just walks up, finds the Dokkaebi, removed very quickly. That's an important operator. We've seen the Rebellion run this strat plenty of times, Ollie attacking Bunks breathing. The Dokkaebi, the Ying, both pieces are important.
Yeah, you need the Ying and you need that Dokkaebi. The calls and the information has already proved valuable in this series alone, let alone whatever anything else has happened. Who other? Well, Ambi to grab one back, but with him, Rexon also falls.
Back towards Ops. A Canadian? Surely not. He's just worked his way into the site, but P9 ready for it. Sitting in front of a bulletproof camera. Twisted Minds are not letting any gaps form in this defense. Spurf using the chaos to his advantage, finds two. The Rebellion have been good for these multi-frags, but they've only enabled clutches, comebacks. One player top green. Bailiff in hand, noise being made. Super Shorty around the corner as well, and he doesn't even know. It is just basic siege from Twisted Minds at the moment. It is just really good reads and game sense from Twisted Minds right now. And also, of course, that classic.
Ideal.
No, you're not getting through that. No, nobody on the planet is getting through that Selma charge. You have to go things a different way, but having the Grim, having the Ying is important. But again, the Ying is the first attacker to fall. Spoit already used all of his Bs on the op side. And what better player for the round to maybe weigh on than Ambi, especially as Rexon. Next up against this Twisted Minds defense. Ambi's tried to play the vertical throughout this mid-round, and unfortunately with his team falling up above, might have to move up green stairs, but cover that diffuser, and join up with Surf. Now these two players, one half of them fall, the other two. Spoit with a bailiff can only down Trix. Finished with the assault rifle. But Twisted Minds now with 3 rounds on Shopify Rebellion's favorite map. If the alarm bells aren't sounding yet, just wait a couple more rounds, and at this pace, they will be soon.
We're almost at break glass territory, Lynx.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Listen, our early round ideas are good. We're not being careful, and we're not being coordinated, okay?
Yeah.
If we want to rotate, we need to make sure that we're counting it down so we can all go together. They are giving us picks because they're being aggressive. We need to be patient, and we need to be all together, okay? If we're going solo, if we're not working together to do it, you're giving them what they want because they're just getting 2s on you, right? They're giving you 1 and they're using teamwork. Use that against them, right? For basement here, we might have gaps if they're fighting us. Let's try to ID that. Guys, the biggest thing here is I think we have good early round ideas. Our mid and late round execution right now is poor. We're not working together, okay? Let's settle down. Let's get on the same page. I want to hear 3, 2, 1s. We need to make sure that we're coordinating utility for each other, helping each other, okay?
Let's go. Come on.
Let's fucking win this shit now. Come on.
Just a lot of talk during the TAC timeout about tightening things up.
However, his impact through that late round, it's going to be big.
It's gonna be big if he survives. Same might be said for Surf with a shotgun around the corner. 2 more attackers fall. Guards get them both. I don't know how that happened. Dealing with fights in front and behind him, but the Rebellion quickly taking the lead away, albeit only briefly. Ashom moving back to the site, I do think. No! I think the Dokkaebi call might have just interrupted it. It's only Trix alone for the moment. Scopo's so far away, quickly trying to rotate down, but Trix surviving when he absolutely needs to. Ashom finally making it back. Ambi, low HP, the 1v1 spots him with the flash! Beat the Pretender, or Ambi. Just sitting around the corner. Ashom face checking, ready for it. As P9 goes down upstairs, Ashom finally commits! Domes Ambi on first floor. And now the Rebellion decide they need to pick up the pace. Defenders sitting behind these mirror windows scatter like flies. Canadian blinding one, but can't land the shot. Surf next up with a shotgun, moving in for the finisher. But that shield, when you're already low HP, legs exposed. Not much the defense can do, and not much they need to do. The Rebellion now full clearing top floor. Guards thinking about a retake just around the corner. Spoit, he hears him, knows he's there. Got an idea on Trix, moving as well from the opposite position. A double pinch, but one goes the Solus' way. Shotgun as well, but Rexon's good for it.
Attackers recovered the
These
bomb.
rounds have come down to the wire, and they have peace of mind. They think top floor is clear. They think the Malusi's in the wind. And yet as Rexon holds on, he spots him at the last second. That could have been the end of everything. But Rexon, just checking all his bases, ties it for Shopify Rebellion.
That first half, we haven't had that the entire tournament. The reason for that is the stress levels, okay? Let's just calm down a little bit, okay? Guys, we're a great team. We fought for those last 2 rounds. All we need to do is trust each other and work together, okay?
My bad.
For,
It's all good, it's all good, guys.
For basement, which one do you want to win first? The Clash or the Mirror one?
Let's do the mirror one first.
Okay.
So what
Okay.
are we running for Master?
We're gonna do one denial first.
Or do you want me on the Clash or what?
Yeah, you should go Clash.
Okay.
You want William on my?
Play what he normally does.
Up to you, Willie.
I mean, I can do that Zombie, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me, real quick.
He's gonna be playing desk more, yeah. So
What do you say,
remember-
Seth?
Okay, I just want to remind you guys of what to expect, okay? On their ops takes, they'd love to do 4-1s. And what I mean by 4-1s is like a shield and a breach through ops. They'll like to play a snake or info, could be anybody really, on the bathroom windows, and then they'll just walk one up the main stairs. They'll use a like Z pressure on the map.
Let's do the push where you go into pressure and then you rotate.
I know, Trix وشهم ما بعد صح؟
جهة النار. حلو. And then for basement, I said like we're gonna fight. I think we're on clear. Yeah. And for bunks, they're gonna do something horizontal. Let's make sure. If they do this horizontal thing, I have something in mind. You can do like a rush inside. If they don't, they do the default. They hold above. We can go for the north push.
Okay.
Guys, and remember, 3-2-1, prep drones, good prep drones. Guys, and fucking pick them. If they start to strafe and hide, guys, just pick them and
Guys,
whatever.
والله they are shaking. حلو. خايفين قاعدين نلعب ضد واحد. شدوا حيلكم الكومز اب يا اخوان. الكلام فهد هشوم الكلام بس الكلام نتحمس والله بنجيبها. يلا
يلا جايز
يا يرحم امكم يا عيال يرحم امكم. يلا
نزل يلا يا اخوان.
A lot of talk, of course, of these halfway tack timeouts, but given Shopify Rebellion tying things at the very end, it was looking not scary, Ali. I was getting completely nervous. But even when you have 2 rounds that are 1v1s from the guy who went nuclear yesterday, I was getting a little worried.
Even the last round, it took a 3K from Rexen to pull it off and focus on the rest. But look at this from Surf. He's planting the shield down. He's making the challenge. He's made the stand. Ambi hits him with the assist. But Hasham, no fly.
Out. A lot of smoke canisters being used early. Hasham finding another. Ambi instead over towards the sky bridge position, found out by the gridlock. Twisted Minds with an advantage with still a minute to go.
J-Lad got a bit of a line here. He knows where people are, but it's all on P9 to really make anything happen from below. J-Lad just dips back, takes Spoit down. That's just going to open things up here.
A 4v2, this should be such an easy conversion. Canadian especially, not only down to 1 toxic canister, but down to just himself. J-Lad, both with the final 2 kills. Maybe the XP, might I add. He'll be aided by the intel gathered by Hasham. Ambi will run into this information quite quick. Ready with the destructive ingredient. Good play by the Solus. This is only going to ward off the clear, though. Ambi is pretty much by himself. Impact goes out, down some, gets the second! Ambi's fine getting cut off there. Frankly, somebody needed to put a stop to him. Good information gathered by the Grim. C4 sent out by Spoit. But tucked around the corner, the Nomad, good for it. Spoit trying to do double duty on both those angles. P9 just...
Angles from there. Rexen and Surf, look at the amount of floor that they've got open right now. They should be able to see everything they need, but Canadian loses the fight on the Ver.
Twix just getting the tightest angle imaginable. There was no way Canadian could win that. But Surf and Rexen both still up above. Or no, Surf down below. That's Rexen, excuse me. Just waiting. Sees one around the corner. C4 goes out, lands right at Trick's feet. Another 1v1 for Rexen. Twisted Minds are making it easy for him, but P9 taking the vert. It is another 1PX against the Rebellion and Twisted Minds. P9 has some information, but only some. He's got to recover this diffuser, bait out the plant, bait out the swing, and try and evade these vertical angles as best he can. Only 3 seconds to go. Surf biding his time, waiting, watching, and finds them! That is Shopify.
Look at this passing from Surf. He might find himself some brilliant timing right now.
He's moving around the corner, but no, Guards is ready for it. Twisted Minds has made a good read! Rexen sends Trick! That shotgun hit so hard, it sent him to map 2! P9 next up on deck! 3 shots, 3 kills.
Reloading ammo.
Rexen's decided that the Rebellion need a hero, and he comes clad in purple. How about lucky number 4? Now Hasham. Cocky as can be. Do you think that you can handle this? Do you think, with 4 kills, that Rexen isn't gonna get ya?
Tucked into the top of the stairs. That's what we expect. We need to listen to see how Twisted Minds react.
Our map control and split after this, okay? In the main wall, I have no bad thing in office, right? No. I think we can prepare the main wall and take only ops, and after this split and play. Grim is open, have so many things open. And in the basement, I think we just do the default, they're all hunting, and also we can split, or we can hunt. Remember what you did against GK? And if you do echo, you can do the same thing.
اوكي اخوان اسمعوني، شفت اول ستيب يعطونا اياها ببلاش، يعني فريق سليم ناخذها، حلو؟ الثاني ستيب هم اللي بيقعدوا يوقفوا عليها زي هسه سموك هذا، بالثاني ستيب ما راح يسيبها وراح يلعبوا ايكو وسموكات، فاحنا شو اللي بدنا نسوي؟ بدنا ناخذ اول ستيب بعدين ننتشر، ننشر كل واحد يروح مكانه نجيب ابكار غبيه لانه هم ما بيعرفوا يلعبوا ضد هذا اللعب.
Shot, but instead, swap position with guards. Joined them on the rocket stairs. Hard breach now successful for Twisted Minds. I was gonna say, here's one problem. Spoit behind the Kiva barriers, but Glass sitting in a smoke is about as simple a solution as you can get. This one's a bit more complicated though. Canadian still has 17 fire canisters tucked behind a deployable shield at long range. It's gonna take a lot to undo that position.
That is the only thing they've got here to deny the plant, and already the blitz is storming through!
He's just run in! Guard's ego peaks all of them! Canadian and Surf fall to the pistol, but Ambi, he is miles away from the site, cannot stop this diffuser. And a 1v4 at these odds in this position? He's got information, he's ready with the pre-fire, but Twisted Minds seem to be ready with the angle too. There's one, but he's got 3 more. Tucked around the corner, assault rifles trained his way. He's trying with these pre-fires. He's trying his best, but P9, a skeleton key at close range, makes mincemeat of the Fenrir. A negligible amount of damage. Got information on not only the zombie below the staircase, but even on the support being supplied by the Jaeger. Rexon with the first, but in terms of the position that Twisted Minds are focusing on, it could not be better. And yet Spoit just turning to the right, finds one, but Guards, what is this? He's at the site, dealing with the vertical angles, Guards on for 3. It is just the retake for Shopify Rebellion now. Surf, he's got the angles, he's got the time, but he's looking the wrong way. Guards might be planning it, Sir Trix might be planning in smoke, but if Surf is looking at the wrong angle, those glasses aren't gonna do squat. And now they just hold their post plants. With a Shome around the corner, it has got to be a 2-man retake. Stacking up on the opposite side, C4 will clear the way. Shotgun next up, as Canadian lands up. What a Shome! Pieces him up both with 5 shots. And Twisted Minds, they have put all of us. No hero has arrived. No knight in shining armor for Shopify Rebellion with 30 seconds to go. If they just want to win this on time, they have got 1 less player. They have 2 less players. But they have Ambi. The man who made it happen against G2 yesterday gets hit in the face by a flashbang. It might get slapped around by Twisted Minds if he's not careful, but it's only 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds to go. Twisted Minds start dropping bodies. Ambi and Canadian winning 1v1. It's only 10 seconds! You don't need 3 minutes!
Defensive side. Media pressure here. J-Lad finds Canadian. Canadian's playing Blackbeard. How does he go in the head? He was full white.
How's he do that? Just around a mirror window. Flashbang going out. Oh, it's so unfortunate. And a moment like this for the Blackbeard to fall, even struggling on the hard breach. Twisted Minds are not at all fazed by Ambi's antics. Shopify Rebellion still without a clear way in. P9, more utility than he could spend if he had 10 lifetimes. Surf runs right into it. Shopify Rebellion running right into Twisted Minds' hands. And Rexon, powerless, defeated. An impactless kill as impactless can get. Completely stopped at the gates. The tricked way into Ambi is not cut off. With 18 kills, shooting a Blackbeard through his shield, not possible. You'll have to win, wait for Trix to ADS or knock that shield back. Spoit, not a null factor at the moment, but Canadian gun in hand gets the first pick for Shopify Rebellion. It is another low time execute for Twisted Minds. Don't have an advantage, don't have the time, don't have the kills. As it's not Ambi, it's not a young gun, it's the IGL. Moving it to a 2v2, and Rexon might shut it down, but Canadian. Hard fought for Shopify Rebellion. It has not been clean, and it has not been decisive. Taking some time to drone. taking some time to clear things out, but P9 creeping up to the window. But Ambi looking to close the door on round 15. J-Lad and guards. 20% of the job done. But that's just 1/4 of 80. And that is guards with nothing! Shopify Rebellion almost lose their home, but in all 15, just stay alive.
You feel it when this crowd is chanting your name?
I mean, yeah, like, you know, we're wearing noise-canceling headphones, but you can definitely hear them when they're loud.
Surf turned to you at the end of this game and he said, "You're him." Do you feel like him right now?
I mean, yeah, another 20 bomb on main stage. We're feeling great.
Guards, you've been standing up and taking in the energy of this crowd. What's it like playing in enemy territory?
I love the crowd energy. They hype me up, so no matter what they say, it's giving me energy. So keep it up.
Incredible. Thanks, guards.
The crowd backed by everyone's support. I mean, it's only going to propel him that much further. And a lot of those times, I mean, that round where he got that 4K, that was a make or break round.
Absolutely.
You lose that, map's over. So amazing for Ambi to be able to have highlight plays like that, but the whole team came to play. I love that you mentioned Rexon. I mean, yeah, that big 4K, the last round being able to shut down Hashom. And they have won it every single time.
Yes, sorry. Me, the North American, it's back. Not only are they not there, this is where the Rebellion have put all of their ADSs, Vulcan packs as well, anticipating some kind of lurk. And P9 is found out immediately, thinking the Rebellion are a bit more...
Angle here. They've got the mainstairs approach. They've lost that blue pressure, and now we start to see Derby open.
What?
Look at the state of Kitchen right now. That C4 almost did the finishing blow, but instead it was Rexon straight onto Hasham. Guards now, though, pushing through, down corridor.
And not with any clear way through beyond that. He domes Rexon, though. Ambi ready for the trade. You can make it a little harder for Ambi. He's proven himself more capable in difficult engagements. And now Trix might just be electrocuted to death. Instead, Canadian, gun in hand. In the CCTV, ooh, a bullet flies by Ambi's head. Another buries itself into his thigh, but Canadian burying attackers inside a CCTV, but only one. It's gone at this point. Dokeby call goes out, but more times by Twisted Minds being wasted. They try to get aggressive, try to hit the site. Surf ready for it. The Rebellion not leaving anything unchecked right now. Opposite side of the map. We are now at 2 minutes spent trying to clear out this roam, and the best we get is a 5v1 and a 4v0.
From Twisted Minds. They're being given problems at the moment that they are not able to adapt quickly.
Being gathered by Shopify Rebellion. Yokai number 2 making its way, anticipating a plant over in Arsenal. Guards putting it down, just creeping on in, gets in the right spot, but through Ash Wall, nobody expected it to go down in an off position. It's a quick trade. Neither side with a clear lead in terms of kills, but Twisted Minds now retreating to their positions. With hatch open, the floor decimated. Twisted Minds have more vertical angles than they know what to do with. Rebellion now with half the post plant gone as well. Still struggling to come up with an idea for this retake. P9 spots one, that's an easy kill. Canadian now going for the defuse. Ambi trying to defend his IGL, his leader, the best he can. But again, when the floor is all but gone, what else is Ambi to do? Back and forth on Clubhouse.
That should give an indication away to Canadian. If not, the Selma will certainly do. You can tell that the heat is starting to rise here, but Ambi just gets caught looking the other way, Lings! Oh, Guards! He just walks up the stairs and takes him out!
The heat is on, and Canadian about to get burned alive by Twisted Minds. Gun to the head, a couple shots. Will do in both the Young Gun and the IGL. Spoit, not long for this world either. Rexon, both falling to the AK-12. Surf even sees the player on bedroom window, but that was a weird kill. It gets guards, but it basically means nothing. Twisted Minds currently 4-5.
At the moment, good info being gathered by Surf as well. He's got some brilliant yokais out there.
Oh!
Spoit finds himself in a bit of trouble, a bit of hot water.
He is waiting so patiently. Now it's Rexon on rafters, drawing a lot of the attention. Ambi swings around, and that's what he was betting on. That Twisted Minds would get...
Usually doing just running through people. Guards need someone on his shoulder, and he's solo at the moment. He knows Ambi's position, but Surf is there with the assist. Beautiful team play. Ambi doesn't even need it.
Oh, what do you even do? What do you even do? Trying to go for style points. He's afforded that courtesy in a 1v5. P9 has got his namesake in kills. It's about sending a message. It's about denying P9 even the most minimal of consolation prizes. Just as Twisted Minds string together 2 in a row, Shopify Rebellion tie things up 2 maps in a row.
Where have we been here before?
Yeah, what up? Okay, I'm going to tell you what I saw from them on their defenses. I want you to realize those attacks they just ran were exactly what we said, okay? So I would expect these attacks to be very similar. All right, for basement, they have a castle roam. If they don't have castle, he's going to be Scopos, okay? So he's going to castle main stairs window, kitchen hall, the B2 door, the pool door, the main doors. When I said the B2 hall, I meant they're going to put a BP looking kitchen hall, okay? He plays in bar with the hatch open. A zombie from the castle strat will play in stock with the hatch open. He plays like weird Kibas, and you need to be careful of him like running out of the stock door too.
Fuck him first.
Okay, they play Goyo solo in sight. He puts a Goyo in dirt, but his setup was long, so I think you could scare him and just pop that because I didn't see him actually being able to start there. They play Ella blue lounge area. He can like run up and down and help above, and Mute was playing above like Jib master side. If the Ella walks up, they'll use the zombie.
نسويه نلعب مع بعض عادي وحركات انه انت لما لو انا مت ايرلي راوند نقول لا تحس انه انت لازم تسوي شيء انك تجيب البيك ما راح يسمحوا لك هم لما يجيبوا بيك بيصيروا بطيئين اخر راوند راح تفوزوا انت لانهم كثير بطيئين حلو فانت لا تحس حالك انك لازم تجيب بيك اثنين اخوان طريقه لعبنا دائما بنلعبها هي بدناش نغير شيء حلو مع بعض وبس اللي ضدنا ما عندهم سالفه في هذا الماب يلا
والله يا واضح ما عندهم سالفه.
Remember to stay close to the jammers. They like the intel operators.
اوكي. يا هشوم يلا هشوم. زهرة.
اذا كنا السايت اللي تحت طلعنا الروم، اوكي؟ في احد سكوبس ولا اخذ
سكوبس؟ انا سكوبس.
سكوبس خلاص.
ليه بس بيلعبون دوكا يعني. وش فكرة؟ انا اسويها
ان ابيت التحوير بالباطر مو يقرب لي بعدين اشياء في واحد سواها علي قبل تقريبا.
يلا يا اخوان تركيز.
يدك
ايش بنت؟
بنات مونتي.
It's another close affair between Shopify Rebellion and Twisted Minds. On Lair, 3-3 half, and now on Clubhouse, the exact same story. They have not had a decisive series, unfortunately, Ali. Nothing remotely close to that G2 game yesterday. Twisted Minds continue to surprise us, but the Rebellion, by the same token, continue to fight as hard as they can.
They're being made to work for it today. They got a bit of a free lunch yesterday against G2.
But not a single Twisted Minds player is peeking. Ambi's been threatening alert down blue for 2 minutes now, but there's 3 players around the corner. Surely somebody's watching. Yes, they are. Turn their back to the air jab, will end up knocking Rexon back up blue, but Trix and Hashom ready for it. Surf in a 1v5 as Shopify Rebellion's attempt to quickly pierce the site is repelled by...
On that radio door, this will reinforce. It will take a pocket reinforcement to make that line of sight to open things up.
Ooh. Guards, as has been mentioned, the best defensive player for Twisted Minds throughout this tournament. He's already got one, looking for a second as Brim around the corner, but Shopify Rebellion closing in. Him and P9 trying their best to hold off this attack and doing it expertly. Guards is not giving up this position. Canadian around the corner with a shotgun, a must-win fight, and J-Lad flanking up red stairs. Saves Guards' life, and now Spoit Only half the round in. 1v3. Crossfire holding this diffuser, and Twisted Minds. A stack up, high-low angle to win 2 in a row on defense.
Twisted Minds happy to transition as much of this chaos across as possible. Keeping a really good tight hold upstairs there.
Okay, guys, can you hear me?
We're gonna hear from Super.
Okay, these guys are doing what we talked about. I think what Richie said is exactly right. Like, you guys know they're gonna swing us, right? So we need to make sure that we're calling what we're holding, what we're not holding, and that we're syncing up when we push, and that when we do push, we're following through with what we push, okay?
Yeah.
To all be on the same page and fight together. For this cache here, they like to do a zombie and Jaeger rafter, and they like to do castle and lounge, okay?
Okay.
Guys, we're in fine positions, we're just not coordinating this shit, okay? We're getting them moving, you're getting opportunities to kill them, okay? We just need to make sure that we're trading down. That's the biggest thing. They're catching us off by swinging and we're not getting trades, okay? Let's go.
Open your ears,
together.
please,
Yes.
everyone. Like, if you need something, say it. Remember, like, any way to help. Like,
Canadian seeking to deploy some powerful utility over by rafters. Put you below 50 HP. Candela's hit P9 and Surf hits him in the face with a well-placed DMR shot. Canadian now turning his attention to the default camera. Floor. J-Lad concerning himself with the player outside a construction window. Ends up going down to the process. The other C4, it goes wide. Not a factor. Ambi finishes off J-Lad, and now Rexon looks to move us into the post. Guards without much to do, relies on tricks to try and make the cross, but Surf on the long angle cuts him down, and now Flashbang taking away Guards' vision. The best player for Twisted Minds defense, a known quantity by Ambi, needs 3 kills in only 20 seconds to do it. Surrounded on all sides, put to 1 HP, Guards! After Shopify Rebellion's tactical timeout.
Inside a church here, that's where the plant is most likely going to go down.
Ooh, Canadian. Slowed inside of dirt. Hashom then swings around the corner. Another key operator for the Rebellion. Taken down before it can see its full potential. That was a big trend on their attacks on layer, not as much on their clubhouse attacks. It's more just been Twisted Minds running roughshot over the attacking team. But now going into this late round, I was gonna say things might get problematic, but Spoit and Rexon both just moving down blue, decide to end the round with no fanfare whatsoever. 2-minute setup for 10 seconds of action. The Rebellion tie things up.
It's been a while since we've seen a Spoit round.
You guys don't want to repeat CCTV, right?
What?
You guys don't want to
Yeah,
repeat
we're gonna go
CCTV.
gym and then basement again.
Okay, guys, I think they are bringing the Intel operator. We can bring some cameras for demos, and we just need to play at the YouTube. So exactly what we did it well. It was only a small mistake. For some fucking reason, we go for a garage. We can retake with Clash, maybe. Close the wall and retake with Clash, or double garage. But basically,
I think maybe they will focus side. So I think we should just do the same and try to focus side.
Yeah.
اوكي خلاص اخوان هسه جيم بعدين تحت معنا ميرا بعدين تحت عندنا ميرا خلينا نجيب هذا الراوند اوكي بمرجل يمكن يفوكس السايد يمكن يفوكس السايد خلينا نكون مركزين على الموضوع.
P9 just going to be popping his shield at the top of those cash stairs. He's got FNATs working for him as well here. A couple of castle barricades kicking around, but another round and another opener here for Hasham. Ambi falls.
Ambi falls, and the rush to Shopify Rebellion, if they're not careful, might all fall on these red stairs too. Lining up for P9, lining up for Hashom. Surf with a direct beat on one, still has 2 more to cut through. Both Blackbeard and Deimos fall, and so Spoit adding another angle, but P9 ready for it. Does Surf feel confident? He tries his best, but Hipfire will get the job done there. Guards decide he's fighting for the other team. Runs straight into the Rebellion, but with a C4 from below. But information on Surf, bulletproof camera, and a mirror window staring at him front, in, back. He'll attempt to cross. Taking refuge behind the bed, and that gives J-Lad his opening. Swings around the corner. 6-5 for Twisted Minds. 1 round away. So far, Whatever poor soul decides to fight Hasham on this angle has got to be careful, has got to be clean, has got to be decisive. And again, it is Canadian going down early on these shields. Canadian has died as the opening death 3 times this attack so far. Every single time on an important operator. Twisted Mind stringing together 2. P9 gives himself up to Rexin, but Guards is ready for it. Baiting his teammate. Luring the Rebellion in, setting a trap that not even the attack could perceive. But Surf, creeping down bottom main, has spotted one in sight, has made his way through, but without Diffuser, without his team, he is just another body. Found out. He'll try and isolate this fight, try to win this one, but with only 10 seconds to go, how much can he find with only 5, only 3, 2, 1, nothing! Twisted Minds, let the clock do the talking, and with not a single word, close out club.
Canadian, we know this team can be tricky. What do you need to do on this 3rd map to take the win in front of the home crowd?
I think honestly, just resetting and going into a new map. Best of 3s work like that. You want to win your pick, they might win their pick. That's just how it goes. I think you just come into the cider confident and, trust what we prepared, trust what we want to do, trust the game plan, and believe in each other. And it's simple as that. I don't think there's like any rocket science to it. I'm sure they'll say the same thing. So yeah, just reset and go to the next map.
Guards, we know this crowd have made you guys the villain. How good would it feel to shut them up and win this 3rd map?
It feels fantastic, but I hope the crowd never shut up because they are very good. And whoever say USA crowd is bad, he should I don't know how to say it, but he should rethink it, Yeah.
Incredible, thank you.
On this map, could you enlighten us as to why map 3?
Very close. Map 1 and 2s. There's not a lot of separate.
He'll be droned, he'll be spotted by not only the Soliton scanner, but the Dokubi call as well. And still, he and Trixt just moving around the extremities of this site. Hasham, it's not Ambi he duels, it is Spoit he kills. It's J-Lad leading the way for Twisted Minds in round 1 of Fortress. Ambi and Surf, both quite low. Hasham finally getting another. But his main prey, public enemy number 1 for Twisted Minds, has still not gone down. It is Ambi in the 1v4. Just one player peeking around the corner. He finds him. A 3K for Hasham, beginning and...
Everybody is at the moment on this Hammam roof. And if they're all going to try and fall in off the back of Canadian, they might have a bit of a problem.
Might all stack up. Canadian as well has faced a bit of difficulty on these shield entries, but Shopify Rebellion maintaining an advantage. Ambi pushing in deep, holding through the smoke, still shot through it. Those smokes don't block bullets, and J-Lad, as Canadian's got to watch his own flank, ends up putting one to the back of that Soulless's head. But a quick pause. Zambi can be picked back up. The P9 could go for another flank, caught by the Nomad, but catches the Blitz instead, facing a lot of trouble, as nobody from the Rebellion could get a handle on P9. And now...
as much as he can out of the drone, and they're both going to push one door.
Just one door, a high-low angle. Ambi just slithers in front of him. Guards knew that gunfight was coming 3 whole seconds in advance. And now Rexin trying to make it work from the exact same position. Down some support, no information. A new angle, one flashbang. And he's made his way into sight with Diffuser in hand. And start to put it down, maybe bait out some kills, but no, not today.
Moving through sitting room downstairs, but he's got a great chance with those doors being open.
Great chance with the breach open. Window as well. Stokely call goes out. Instead, Tricks again. Canadian going down early on these powerful operators. Now it's 2 kills that fly the way of Twisted Minds. Still at the halfway point. Still equal. J-Lad puts Spoit flat on his back. And it is again Twisted Minds just completely dominating the Rebellion. It might only be one body. The Rebellion started off with an opening pick this round and the last. And now when we get to the end, it is Twisted Minds up 2. A beautiful recovery in round 3.
It's going to be near impossible.
It does not seem likely, especially with a shotgun right around the corner. JLad and Trix might be low HP, but Surf would have to hit one of the craziest shots this whole tournament. JLad swings a little early. Dershmont gives away Surf's position, but they already knew that. They just saw their teammate get decimated by this R4C. Time, it's getting low. Surf's gotta move forward, gotta push into sight, gotta either bait out these picks or somehow, some way put the diffuser down. But Twisted Minds, who've done it so many times, they just burn out the clock in Trix. Are you fast enough? Can you get there in time? Sees them and snuffs it out.
We've not had the timeout yet. It feels like it's looming. This is the most important to hang around. They don't need to see what happens when they stick around.
They know what'll happen, especially with Ambi around the corner. Rexen, the first kill onto JLad. Mira goes down. That's Rexen's third opening kill in a row. And Rebellion don't have a single round off the back of it. But a 5v4 is never something to shirk at, but it's also something you don't want to waste. A Shome, it's another early death for Canadian, but Rebellion maintained their advantage. P9, he went big in this position earlier. He'll go down in the same spot. Surf, pistol in hand, mind you. Just walks in, wins an important engagement, but guards. Twisted Minds, secret weapon on this defense, though P9 has made a good run for that title throughout this series. He'll be the next to fall to the AK-12, and so we look to Trixt. 1v3, Rebellion after their tactical timeout looking like they've put together the pieces, like they've come up with something, anything, just one shot to keep them competitive against an upstart team. Twisted Minds over on the command side, finding a little bit of good utility play. Hashom prone beneath this window for quite a long time. I think his presence will be known as JLad's found out. Ambi, quick kill, but quickly traded out as well. Rebellion playing so close together. Canadian with the shotgun around the corner finds his...
Knowing that you've got a man advantage now coming into the final minute. A little bit of diffuser juggling going around here as well, as we will start to see some of these sight walls get opened.
See the walls get open, see the round as well. Spoit next up on a Trix and a Show, who's been sitting at this window for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Goes down. P9 only gets one as well. First there was 0. Might be something else as well. Canadian prepping some utility. Again, this might just be a fake. Might just be 2 Candelas used without any commitment behind it. But as we get to 3, this is entirely different. Canadian catches P9 off guard. Ambi next up onto JLad. Looking for another, finds one, and look at him run back down the hallway out of the range of that Soliton scanner. And
close rounds. It's the fact that he's still got one in pocket, going to spend that out there now. Hashom will get a very important refrag back though, but he's still in hot water.
Still in hot water as Rexen quickly trades him around the corner. Racing a player as they walk down the old tower stairs. Flashbang sent out in turn to keep him at bay. Guards now taking another 1v1, desperately trying to find a successful gunfight. He's tried so many at this point. He's looked at every player. Negligible damage dealt to every single one. And after 3 in a row, the Rebellion tie it again.
When we banned Monty, they ramped up the pace a lot, and I thought it was giving us more trouble. Would you rather ban the Blitz so they have to play Monty pace?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so let's do Snake and Monty. Guys,
no,
guys.
not Monty. No.
Sorry, Snake and Blitz. Sorry. Old man moment. Okay, anyway. So for Command, they showed 2 different attacks. Obviously, they could do different, but they brought a shield blue through Master. Ace went Breach. Gridlock was Horse Door. Flores was outside art window, and they had a Snake working up Spiral, so that guy could go anybody, maybe like a Deimos or a Dokkaebi. They also have a Spiral Direct. For that, they ran Twitch on Catwalk, Grim on Ladder, Ying, or like above Ladder, Ying art window, Blitz, so it'll probably be Monty, Shield, and Flores walking up Spiral, okay? For Bunks, the only attack that we saw from them was a split. It was a shield dropping ladder, Snake walking up Spiral, Ying art window.
But if they turtle, guys, let's remember to bring some operators to Beauties. Ying, Nomad, Capitão, whatever. I forgot the name of the last one.
صعب لما نشوف جاب خلينا نشتغل عليه مع بعض. صار 3-1 اللعب سريع، لا نعطيهم وقت يفكرون.
اوكي
عاد اذا ما بردوا شيلدات يعني بتبقى الشيلدات.
اوكي
يتم
يا فهد تذكر تاتشر دربنا عليها يا فهد تاتشر.
لا تذكرني لا تعطيني تحت ضغط. تكفى لا روح ليش كذا صوتي؟
انا صوتي راح
والله صوتي راح يا عيال، والله صوتي راح انا.
يلا باقي فور راوند
ايش
يلا يا رجال يدك يا شيخ. يلا ايدك
يلا يا ابويا يلا يدك.
Another tied half, 3 maps in a row. Haven't had OT on each one, but at least for this first bout, through every single map of this series, neither one able to acquire a decisive lead. So as Shopify Rebellion moved to the defenses and Twisted Mind moved to their attacking side, how will they try to level things up? Ooh, I thought maybe we'd get the double hard reach. And looking to bring in this other element of the attack, these 2 concurrent pieces, and squish the defense between them. J-Lad ready for that flank. Knew Ambi was gonna go for it. His own barbed wire telegraphing that play. Surf so focused on the other angle, so worried about the Deimos. Goes down in the process, and while the Rebellion fight back with 2, it is equal on both sides. An equivalent exchange that just solidifies Twisted Mind's advantage. Spoit spotting 1 above, stacked up above the boxes. Just slightly cuts off some hair, shaves his head, and now down into a 1v2. Mashom's got to cover J-Loud in this diffuser. Waiting so patiently, J-Lad will pop up for a second, but they have 25 seconds to play with. They can try and bait out Spoit. They can try to see what he's gonna do. As the Ella commits, as he swings around the corner, he's softened up J-Lad quite a bit. But Track Stinger's on one side, so low HP, so little time. Where is he gonna go? Where is he gonna commit? As one player around the corner, they're just barely dodging these angles. He'll take the long angle fight, try to bait it out. With a hip-fire headshot. On 1 HP, Spoit just needs 1 more! Good night and good luck! Shopify Rebellion retake the lead! On top of issue for Twisted Minds, Shopify Rebellion just playing the game they love to, based off utility, based off teamwork. Ambi making his way through, but the round might be done before he even gets back home! Gregson taking out the pistol, but Ambi, knife to the chest, and a Shome has lost his head. The Rebellion now.
Remaining utility that Twisted Minds have.
Just have to win this off gunfights. Twisted Minds have proven they can do it. They've done it time and time again through Salt Lake City. Ambi has 2. We've seen round after round, kill after kill, moment after moment. Ambi gets 1 in round 9, but Shopify Rebellion, with 15 seconds to go, need 3 more to push us up. 6-3. Canadian winding back the years. Trickst, can you find them? Could you find a kill? If your tournament depends on it. 6 in a row. Each time on one map, that is ancient history. It's only been Rebellion victories in recent history, sir. Ashom opens up an angle and tries to rat.
Guards trying to make something happen. He's got the read, but he's just going to have another toxic babe at his feet and finish by Canadian.
Just completely shut down. J-Lad tagged up. P9 finding Canadian. Silence.
Be enough to work with.
That should be enough. Directing his team. Directing Ambi. A man who has needed no introduction. A man who does so much for Shopify Rebellion. But it is the team, it is the Rebellion that have kept Twisted Minds at bay for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And it is the Rebellion who prove that this is no rerun, Salt Lake City. North America
weekend has been a deep plunge into the darkness. For SR, this is uncharted territory. The first time as an org, they will make a main stage.
Salt Lake City, we give flowers to legends while they're still doing what they love. Make some noise for Canadian! You shut down the USA champ. Canadian, you're a legend up here. But this roster, everything seems to be clicking at the right time. What's happening here?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think any of us really know what it was. I think we actually got just somewhere during this kickoff stage, I think we got so much like negative feedback and just like, we finally became an underdog. And I think a switch flipped in us of not playing with so much pressure and playing to prove people wrong rather than, you know, we deserve to win. We deserve to be like as good as people expect. And we played like we have to prove that point. And we play with the belief in each other that we believe we're that good. No one else believes it, but we believe it. And we play like that now. And I think ever since then, it hasn't gone better.
On a personal level, it seems like you are rolling back the years. It's like you stepped into a time machine. How are you doing this at this level, at this point in your career?
I mean, I'm off and on. I'm still getting smoked, but I mean, the guys are like just absolutely thriving though. I think we're playing great as a team. I think our coaching staff is like incredible too. The amount of prep work we've done and like how much less stressful it's made it for me, you know, compared to past years that I've had to deal with like doing so much extra work. I think it lets me just focus on how I'm gonna call on like what I want to focus on and not being too stressed out. But I don't know. I like competing, man. I think it's until I really feel I can't do it or there's something else I want to do that I want to prioritize, I'm going to do it. I love doing this. I love being a part of a team. I mean, there's nothing more rewarding than, you know, than just working hard for this. And I mean, yeah, like getting back to this stage, getting back to a grand finals, it's not something I take for granted. And just competing in general, it's not something I take for granted and never will. So.
I think you're making me quite nostalgic as well, because the last time we stood together in a situation like this was 2022, the Charlotte Major. You're back in North America, another grand final. Can you do it again?
I mean, the sky's the limit. Obviously, nothing's going to be easy. Nothing's granted. But we know we're capable of beating any team as long as we show up and, you know, do our due diligence and play as a team and believe in each other and play with confidence. We're capable of anything, and we all know that. So I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves, but you know, we're not going to be no pushovers tomorrow. That's for sure.
All right, Salt Lake City. One more time for Canadian and Shopify Rebellion, your grand final.